All right, Algebra 1B students, welcome to part 1 of lesson 11.4. We're going to start today adding and subtracting rational expressions. As a reminder, rational expressions are fractions with polynomials in the numerator and the denominator. So they're fractions that also involve variables of some kind. Today, we're going to add and subtract rational expressions with the same denominator, so it'll be pretty simple. Tomorrow, we will have to do a little bit of work to get the same denominator in our rational expressions. The thing to remember about adding and subtracting rational expressions, just like when we add fractions, is this. Once the denominator is the same, it does not change. Okay? So, in this first example, if they want me to add together 4 over 3y plus 7 over 3y, these two denominators here are the same, so I will simply add the numerators together and leave the denominator exactly what it is in both of these fractions. So 4 over 3y plus 7 over 3y gives me 11 over 3y. And I'm done. It's as simple as that. I don't need to do anything fancy. I don't need to do anything crazy there. I'm just multiplying 4 and 7 together, leaving the denominator exactly the way it is, once it is the same in both rational expressions. Okay? Even when the denominator gets a little bit more complicated, and we're asked to add together 3x over x minus 2 plus x over x minus 2, if I'm asked to add those together, I am going to simply add the numerators together because the denominator is already the same, and it is going to stay the same no matter what happens. Okay? So the denominator will be x minus 2. The numerator here, 3x, plus another x, gives me 4x over x minus 2. Okay, and it's as simple as that, and I'm done right there. That's the answer, and I'm moving on to the next problem. Okay? So don't change your denominator, add the numerators together. Just as a quick check, I'd like you to try this one for me here. Add up 2a over 3a minus 4 plus 3a over 3a minus 4. So pause the video, take 30 seconds and look at that problem. Come on back, I'll tell you what we should get. Alright, we should have here 5a over exactly the same denominator. It should not change at all. 3a minus 4. Okay? Now we can do the same thing here with subtracting expressions. And when we go to subtracting, I'm going to show you something else we might have to do at some point in this, in these kinds of questions here. So when we subtract, our denominators are most definitely the same here. They are 3x squared minus x minus 2. And when I subtract these two expressions, I'm just going to subtract 7x and 4x, and I will be left with 3x. And I'm going to subtract 5 and 3 and be left with 2, positive 2. So this is my answer, 3x plus 2 over 3x squared minus x minus 2. Now, I am going to try to simplify that more because on the bottom here I see a quadratic expression that I think I can factor. I'm actually going to factor it with one of our old box and diamond problems. Hopefully we remember those. 3x squared and a minus 2 there. And so if I multiply these together, I get negative 6x squared. So I need two numbers that multiply to be negative 6 and add up to be negative 1x from over there. Let's see, negative 1, negative 3, and 2 would multiply to be negative 6. So I'll put negative 3x there, and I'll put positive 2x there. So if I take out my greatest common factor of each row and column, here I see a 3 and an x. Here I see 2. Here I see an x, and here I see a -1, but there is no factor of 2 and 3. So the bottom of this fraction can become x minus 1, 3x plus 2. Remember, the top was 3x plus 2 to begin with. So now I see that 3x plus 2 can cancel with 3x plus 2, and I am left with 1 over x minus 1. So after we subtract these two rational expressions, we can try to factor and simplify by canceling things out. You may find you can make your life much easier, and I would like you to do that. So I end up with 1 over x minus 1. I would like you to try these two. In letter B, see if you can factor something out, not necessarily in parentheses, but just try to pull something out and cancel if you can. So pause the video, take a look at these two problems here, and then come on back, I'll show you what we should get. Okay, in letter A, we should have -5 over z plus 3. 2 minus 7 is -5. It's as simple as that. Here we should have 6n minus 8 over 10n minus 4, which I can cancel a 2 out of everything and have 3n minus 4 over 5n minus 2. That's the way I would want it written. I pull the 2 out of each of these. 2 times 3n minus 4 and 2 times 5n minus 2. Cancel the 2's. That's what we're left with. If you have questions about anything, about adding or subtracting, without changing the denominator at all, please make a note to ask me in class tomorrow. Hopefully you remember factoring and canceling. If not, ask me questions on that as well tomorrow in class. That is all that I have for you tonight. Have a wonderful night.